What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight at 160 pounds between Liam Smith and Aaron McKenna. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please hit subscribe? My YouTube analytics are telling me that 80% of you watch my content, enjoy my content, but haven't hit subscribe yet. Please do that now. Also, like this video and go down to the bottom of your screen where you see the bell notifications button. Hit that so you can be notified every time I put something out that's new. Thank you. All right, guys, on our quest, continuing our documentation, analysis, and predictions of this Eubanks Jr. versus Conor Benn fight card, we land on a very intriguing fight at 160 pounds, a crossroads fight. So in this video, we're gonna break down both fighters, Liam Smith, the veteran, the former world champion, and the 25-year-old upstart rising contender, Aaron McKenna. We're gonna go over their resumes, see what they've been up to, talk a little bit about their game plans, what each one has to do to win the fight. We're also going to go over those Las Vegas odds, so stay tuned to the end of the video because I will be giving you my prediction on where you should put your money so you can make the most of yours. Let's get into this. All right, guys. Aaron McKenna is a 25-year-old Irish fighter, undefeated, 19-0, 10 knockouts, comes from a fighting family. His brother Stephen is a fighter. This is a guy who grew up in Ireland. It's been well documented that to make a better go of a boxing career, him, his brother, and his father, they moved to the United States. He's trained with some of the best in the world. He sparred with some of the best in the world. Robert Garcia's camp, Bomac. When I was doing my film study on this fight, this is a 50-50 fight. All the film I've watched with the guys predicting this outcome in the UK, some of the American content creators really haven't touched this fight for some reason. A lot of people are leaning on Liam Smith and his career, his resume, his savviness, his skill set. So I've been kind of torn on where I'm going to go. So I reached out to Bomac. This is Bud Crawford's coach. He follows us in our Facebook group and he follows the channel. And I knew that Aaron McKenna spent some time with some of his fighters, and Bomac had nothing but great things to say about Aaron McKenna, both inside the ring and outside the ring. He thinks that his physical frame and his stature, his height and his reach for the 160-pound division makes him an X factor. Also, he's still maturing. Now, when I'm thinking about what Aaron McKenna has to do to get this victory, we know who he's fought so far, but in no way, shape, or form is his resume even close to Liam Smith. This is by far his biggest step up in competition. If we remember about a half a year ago, Aaron McKenna had his name in the bucket to fight Janibek Alimhanaleh. He was the one who was supposed to go over to Uzbekistan to fight Alimhanaleh, but instead it was the French African and Gamasenge, and we know how that fight turned out. Alimhanaleh knocked out in Gamasenge, and now Aaron McKenna chose to fight Liam Smith in England. So when you talk to Aaron McKenna about this was a decisive move, a business move. He felt like this was where his career is at the moment. This was the smarter pick. We'll see if that gamble paid off, because the Alimhanaleh fight would have been a world title fight at 160. We know on Twitter, Aaron McKenna's called out the champions. We've seen him call out Adames before and Alimhanaleh, so this Liam Smith fight would be a great scalp on his resume. He could put a former world champion on his resume. We know what Liam Smith has been up to. He's fought the likes of Canelo Alvarez, Chris Eubanks Jr. We haven't seen him since that Chris Eubanks Jr. loss when he got stopped. Now, a lot of people were saying that was a bad weight cut. He was injured. That was almost 18 months ago. The first fight, he knocked Eubanks Jr. out. So with Liam Smith, when I think about his career, he's 36 years old now. He's been on record saying that he's never been a partier, never done drugs, never drank. Don't let the gray hair fool you. He claims that he doesn't feel 36. But when a 36-year-old is going against a 25-year-old, you got to think twice about who you're going for. Liam Smith, former world champion, fought who's who. He's British royalty. All of the people online are picking Liam Smith to win this fight. Now, this is where I've been kind of torn at, because are you guys picking Liam to win because of his legacy, what he's done, what he means to British boxing? Or are you picking him to win because you think the 36-year-old could stop the hype train of the 25-year-old, which we've seen him do it before? So he beat Anthony Fowler. Fowler was supposed to beat Liam Smith. So is Liam Smith the gatekeeper? This is a crossroads fight. Is Aaron McKenna the real deal? Is his trajectory next to become a world champion at 160? This is a very interesting and exciting fight. Right now, let's take a closer look at what's at stake this weekend at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Liam Smith is looking forward to showing the younger generation exactly what it takes to reach the top when he faces undefeated Aaron McKenna on Saturday night. Over the past few years, the 36-year-old former WBO super welterweight champion has been involved in a long-running rivalry with Chris Eubanks Jr. and linked to fights with the likes of Kell Brook, fighters who made their name in the same era as himself. The last time a younger fighter tried to take his name, Smith ruthlessly dispatched his city rival Anthony Fowler inside 8 bad-tempered rounds in 2021, and he sees a similar scenario unfolding when he and McKenna, 19-0 with 10 knockouts, meet at Middleweight at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And I quote, "Yeah, not a similar type of fight, but a similar outcome. Yeah, definitely Smith 33-4-1 with 20 knockouts," told The Ring magazine. I feel like I've been asked the same questions now 5-6 years maybe. There was the Fowler fight. I was even getting asked before the Liam Williams fight as I had been a world champion before that. I feel like even during fight week, it'll be the same questions. Do I think I reached the top? And do I think I still have it? Blah, blah, blah. Aaron McKenna, on the other hand, is expecting to shine on the historic Eubanks Jr. Ben card. He aims to save the dying middleweight division. Though the middleweight division has been somewhat of an afterthought in recent years, Aaron McKenna wants to be the man to reattach the glamour tag. And it all starts on April 26th. And I quote, "What a historic event it's going to be," he tells The Ring. "I don't really get nervous, but I understand how big of a deal it is. Beating Liam Smith definitely puts a lot of eyes on me, especially on this platform that it's on. It's like the whole of the UK will probably be watching this fight. What a chance for me to do it against the guy that knocked out Chris Eubanks Jr. The middleweight division right now is crying for someone to come through. It's dying at the minute. It's not what it once was in the days of Morgan Hagler or Triple G or Canelo. So it needs something new, and I want to be that guy to take over the middleweight division," end quote. So going into this fight, guys, it's going to be interesting to see what version of Liam are we going to get. Are we going to see Liam 5 years ago? Are we going to see the Liam Smith who fought Eubanks Jr. the first time? Aaron McKenna, are we going to see the aggressive fighter? Are we going to see the same confident Irishman who the lights won't be too bright for him, that he won't get stressed out or nervous in the ring? He says he doesn't get stressed out by the moment. Time will tell, because he's right. Not only the UK eyes will be on him, the whole world of boxing will be watching this card. Don't get it twisted. Right now, let's take a closer look at the 25-year-old Irishman's resume. Guys, Aaron McKenna is 19-0 with 10 knockouts. He carries into the ring a 53% career knockout to win ratio. And out of 2,004 middleweights in the world, he is ranked number 13. His adoring fans know him as the Silencer. And the Irish boxer is a 25-year-old orthodox fighter standing at 6'1" with a 75-inch reach. We last saw him fight Giovanni Estella, 14-0, knockout in the 10th. Mickey Ellison, 14-6, knockout in the 6th. Lima, 10-0, UD in the 10th. Grant, 6-2, points decision in the 6th. David Benitez, 8-6, knockout in the 7th. So like I said, biggest step up of his career. He has never fought a former world champion before. And this fight being in England, fighting Liam Smith, he's not only fighting a former world champion, he's fighting, like I said earlier, British royalty. We have to understand the rivalry. I know a lot of Americans, you may or may not know, Ireland and England, this is a rivalry on the soccer pitch. This is a rivalry in rugby. This is a rivalry when they're boxing. And the fans are going to definitely let Aaron McKenna know that they don't want him to win this fight. So rather than saying that the step up is going to be too big for him, or that his resume up until this point isn't equal to Liam Smith, I'm more interested to see, can Aaron McKenna handle the moment? Is he ready to become a star in boxing? Is he ready to take on the champions in Adames and Alahamale? And we'll know a lot more after this weekend. Now let's take a closer look at Liam Smith. All right, guys, Liam Smith is 33-4-1 with 20 knockouts. He carries into the ring a 61% career knockout to win ratio. He has fought a career 242 pro rounds, and his adoring fans know him as Beefy. The British Orthodox fighter stands at 5'9" with a 69-inch reach. We last saw him fight Chris Eubanks Jr., 32-3. He got knocked out in the 10th. Chris Eubanks Jr. the first time, 32-2. He knocked him out in the 4th. McKenna, 20-2, knockout in the 4th. Vargas, 29-3, knockout in the 10th. Fowler, 15-1, knockout in the 8th. So with Liam Smith, this is a guy who's fought Canelo Alvarez, Jaime Munguia. It seems like when he steps up on the biggest international stage, he falls a little bit short. He's not the biggest puncher, but as you heard in his stats, he has knockouts late. He has an aggressive style. He could be mean in there, and that's why fans are so excited, Smith fans, to see the version that everybody remembers of himself when he won the world title at 54. McKenna fans wanting to take all of that shine and that hype and put that name on McKenna's resume. And we'll just see if Liam Smith is ready to be a gatekeeper. He's looked good so far in fight week. If you've been watching the Instagram clips, he's saying all the right things. He said at 36 years old, he doesn't feel 36, and then by no means is he a gatekeeper. When I look at these guys side by side, 11-year difference, you got to talk about it, 36 and 25. With that, though, comes the experience with Liam Smith, not just his gray hair, but his world champion pedigree. Sharing the ring with the likes of Canelo. Just because he didn't win that fight doesn't mean he doesn't take positives away from that fight. Beating Chris Eubank Jr., who's, funny enough, headlining this fight. My question with that is, how healthy will Liam Smith be? You have to remember, he was supposed to fight PBK, Joshua Kelly, last year when Ishmael Davies stepped up on late notice. We haven't seen him in 18 months. He has all the ring experience, but is he healthy? He's going to be at a height disadvantage, close to 4 inches. He's going to be at a reach disadvantage, close to 6 inches. And we know that he's going to be the older guy. With McKenna, strategy, game planning, will he show that respect? Will round one start and you'll see a guy who respects Liam Smith? I feel for him to win, he has to go in there and show Liam no respect. He has to pretend he's not fighting a former world champion. He has to calm out and silence the boos in the crowd and stick to the game plan. With that, let's take a closer look at the Las Vegas odds. Guys, I live here in Australia, so my sports book is an app called Sportsbet. Let's take a look at that right now. All right, guys, the money line bet right now, Liam Smith is at $2.30, meaning he's going into this fight as an underdog. $100 on Liam Smith just to win gets you your money back plus 130. The draw is 17-1. Aaron McKenna is the slight favorite. 100 gets you your money back plus 70. The method of victory bets, some of these prop bets are interesting. Liam Smith by points or decision, 335. 100 gets you 235 plus your money. Liam Smith by knockout, 625. $100 gets you 525 back. And when I was doing my film study, watching a lot of the predictions, a lot of people were predicting Liam Smith by stoppage. Granted, these were a lot of Brits doing these breakdowns. Aaron McKenna to win by points, 250. Aaron McKenna to win by knockout, 450. So with my prediction, what I'm going to do, my method of victory bets, you guys are going to have to stay tuned to the channel and stay tuned to the end of the week in the community section. I will put all of my bets from this entire fight card and some other fights throughout the world because there's some Aussie fights as well. I'll put those method of victory bets in the community section. But right now, my prediction to win this fight on the money line, I'm taking the 25-year-old. I think it's Aaron McKenna's time. I like what he's looked like. Granted, with his competition, they're not Liam Smith, but you could only beat who they put in front of you. I like everything he's saying. I like his coaching. I like his experience in terms of what he's been trying to do to negate that gap of Liam Smith's pro experience and championship pedigree. I think we've seen the best of Liam Smith at 36. We don't get any younger. He's been knocked out before. I know he's British royalty. I know a lot of you guys are going to get upset with this analysis, but look, I don't do this to get rich. I do this for entertainment purposes. I'm taking Aaron McKenna in the comment section below. I'm not telling you that I'm an expert or I know everything, so this is not an echo chamber. I know you'll let me know right now if you agree or disagree with me. Also, guys, if you haven't seen my breakdown, analysis, and prediction of a cruiserweight battle on this fight card, which is also a 50-50 fight between Chef Clark and Vidal Riley, stay tuned to the channel because that's coming up right now.